Hello and welcome back to the SRL F1 2020 Racing League. Today is round 5 of Season 2 and we'll be racing in Australia. Going into this race, Carlos is on 63 points leading the championships, followed by El Vega, who is on 62 points, and then third place is Dylan, last season's champion, with 57 points. Last time out, Evan Barron got first place, and today we're going to see who can bag pole and then also get on the podium. As always, I'm your host, Zach Tengi, and today we will have a short 18-minute qualifying followed by a 50% race. We hope you enjoy it. Thank you. I do apologise about that small blip there. We seem to have some problems getting everybody to join the right lobby, so I had to rejoin. My apologies. Well, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's here now. We're now ready for the short qualifying. We're just checking with someone in our server because we may be able to get a second commentator for either late in the qualifying session or early and through the race. Well, here we are then in Australia, ready for the qualifying session to see who can bag pole today out of these 13 fast drivers. Question is, who's going to be out first? Oh, let's see which of these races is going to set the first lap time. Australia has Aaron by the first one out. Pretty much everybody coming out right now. Let's run on board with X Carlos, championship leader right now. Let's have a look at the fitted tyres, telemetry, we have lap data as well, and obviously big track map. X Carlos here out in his out lap. Want to make sure those tyres are nice and warm so you can set the best lap time. Racing for Williams. Australia, this track here, not proving much, despite not being that long, can allow you to get a nice dive bomb into turn 1, to get a good run out of turn 2 into turn 3, heavy braking with the DRS that can really help you shoot up the inside or even around the outside, as we've seen done in the past before. And then obviously the second to last corner if you get a good run and if you stick with people. But like I said, not many overtaking opportunities here, so that's why it's really important to nicely qualify. Yellow flag, sector 3. Right on board with X Carlos for his first lap then. Looking a bit laggy today, but taking a nice exit out of that turn 2 there. Neil Baby going on his qualifying lap time. Hitting the apex nicely, hitting the other curb. Wide end right again. A little straight, hard on the brakes. I'm going to just kiss that sausage curb for left-hander. Yellow flag, sector 1. And this swooping left-hander to my favourite part of this track. The S is super fast chicane. You've got to be careful there because in the race if you spin out that'll be a race over, especially with the damage that we've got on today. Oh, Marty Palami just saw there and the racing point has crashed out. If you're a keen viewer and you watched our last stream, which was on the finale of last season, you would have known that that man did not have a good race that day out, and he has not have a good he has not had a good qualifying this time either. Let's see, X Carlos goes second place with a 121.9, Aaron Bive a 121.694 right now, leading the way. Charlie set in, been dropped to 5th, dropped to 6th with a 122.5, looked like a good lap time at the start, but he'll want to improve that. Just a few people left now who haven't said it. Charlie's teammate Dylan not set a lap time yet. He'll want to set that. This was last season's champion, if you remember. Switched teams this season from Red Bull to McLaren. Lovely camera angles here. Remember, this track isn't very wide, so if you're setting a lap time, and as you see here in Sector 2, there's quite a few people lining up. It's going to be very bad. It can make or break a lap time for you if you get bad traffic. You must want bad traffic on the track, but not for you, for your rivals, so that their lap times gets messed up but not yours. It's a tricky thing to negotiate here at Melbourne. Around the final corner, let's see what Dylan, last season's champion, sets, a reigning world champion. Shoots up into 5th place with 121.8. Elvega, who is currently in 2nd place in the championship, a 121.5, just beaten his teammate X Carlos, improved his lap time, now a 121.59, much better than before. Still on those 2-lap-old softs, so you won't get much lap time out of those. Currently only 3 people haven't set a lap time. Marty Plumley, he definitely won't be setting a lap time, seeing as he crashed out. Dan Cookie Man, who we saw not with the most gentlemanly racing. Oh, X Carlos there, invalidating his lap time, cutting that chicane a bit too much. Yes, like I was saying, Dan Cookie Man, last race, well not last race, last stream we did, the finale, he was quite aggressive with his racing towards the end, few laps, and then rage to the max 2. Not saying the lap time yet. Still in the pits actually, hasn't even left yet. Same as Dan Cookie Man. Evan Barron's going out in the top lap now. This man here was a leader for the Haas 1-2 last race out. He'll be very happy. Quite feeling confident coming into this race after getting a 1-2 with his teammate last time out. Seems as if he has taken the opportunity, seeing as there are only 3 cars out on track right now. Same as how Charlie has, to set a lap time when there is no traffic. You won't get a slipstream, therefore you won't get as much speed on the straights, but it also means that through the corners and through the tight twisty sections you won't get held up as much, and you won't need to worry about that awful traffic which we struggle so much with here. Quite a few people coming out now. Let's hop on board with Dan Cookie Man, who has moved over from the McLaren of last season to the AlphaTauri of this season. Elvigar 11 out on track right now, seeing if he can improve his lap time. Not sure if he's on his out lap, so he's gonna want to make sure he gets a lovely exit out of this final corner here at Melbourne, because this really slingshots you onto the straight, gives you the speed you need, and he's going for it. Beautiful livery on that 2020 Renault. Running up to turn 3 here, hard on the brakes. Oh, inch perfect. Oh, misses the apex on that though, runs a little wide. Misses the apex a little then as well. This corner here. Into swooping left-hander. Swooping right-hander. Purple sector 1. He'll be happy with that. Misses the sausage curve there. Now onto the swooping left-hander here, coming up to the chicane in a second. Quick left to right, wanting to not cut it too much, because then you'll spin out. Perfectly executed, little too wide if I do say. Harden the brakes again in this sector 3 here. No traffic for him to worry about. Perfect amount of exit curb. Kisses the apex. And back to where we started on the final corner. Slingshotting himself. Maximising the speed he can get, and he sets a 120.7, the first person to break into the 120s today. Yellow flag sector 3. Al ran by. What has happened to this man here? He's gone wide. Is this deliberate? He's going into the pits, suggests that he may have front wing damage. That may have messed up a couple of people's lap times here. Oh, ex-Carlos, championship leader in the Williams. Seeing if he can improve his lap time, stick it on pole. Sorry about this. Apparently there are problems with the settings for the stream. Let me just see if I can sort this out. No, I'm sorry. It seems like it has become a bit blurry. Let's see what lap time ex-Carlos sets. Missed most of his lap. It's my bad. Still a 121.3. Not able to break that 120 barrier the leading Renault has set. Two Mercedes getting in each other's way, if I do say. Jason here going slowly to let his teammate Real DTM by. That's true sportsmanship. Jason here, Talia. Very good showing in the race, the finale of last season. Seemed very opportunistic, able to capitalise on when other people took mistakes. That's very good to have as a skill as a driver. Just under 4.5 minutes left of qualifying out here in Australia. For the most of it seemed quite stable throughout the field. See if anyone can put out anything special in these last 4 minutes to disrupt the way that the grid has been set out. El Vega still out here, lap after lap, pushing, trying to find lap time wherever he can. And it's out lap about to go onto his hot lap. Verstappen here in the Alfa Romeo. Might just pick up a small slipstream off the pole sitter. The McLaren of Charlie dropping down to 10th. I want to pull something out of the bag to not be near the back. Rage 2 Max out on track here, still yet to set a lap time. So as of right now we have El Vega in the first place, the second place in the championship. Championship leader ex Carlos in the pits, but in second place on the grid, starting on the front row. And then Neil the baby, Dylan, the reigning champion, who is now currently in third place in the championship in the pits as well. Waiting for those final few minutes of qualifying to go out. When the track is fully rubbered in, you can set the fastest lap time. But they may struggle due to high traffic. Oh, Vigor on the other end of the spectrum though, staying out here all the time. Fastest lap time in the session so far has been a 1:20.7. Whoa! Who is that? Is that Rage 2 Max? Yes it is. Doing donuts. Can't tell if he's donuting, messing around, or just trying to get back into the pits. Let's surely put El Vega off his focus for this lap. Bit of understeer into that corner. Let's go on board with Evan, the man who won last time out. Ready to set his final lap time here. He'll want to make a good one. 7th place, around the middle of the pack. He'll want to improve that later on. Dropping to 8th, Charlie just squeezing a little more. El Vega going even faster, a 1:20.5. Wow. Getting into the low 20s now, this man. Still the only person though to break that 1:20 barrier. Well, that's it, qualifying over. Only a few more people to set lap times now. El Vega. Is that Dylan moving? No, that's Charlie moving over to the side. He won't be able to set another lap time. Outran by, setting a lap time. Goes into third place, just pushes Dylan out of the top 3. El Vega coming round final sector here. Oh, love the sound of the Renault in the low speed. Seems as though he might be blocking, knowing that he's gonna win it. Jason now the only person left who could improve their lap time. Can he do it? Oh my god, incredible lap time from Jason. Launches himself up into second. So here's your top three then. You've got El Vega, who's in second in the championship right now, followed by Jason Italia, followed by X Carlos, who is the championship leader right now. Last season's champion, Dylan, down in 5th place here at the end of the session, with his teammate in 7th. Let's see what we can do in the race. Marcy Palame, the only person to set no lap time due to a DNF, whereas Rage 2X Max, just not setting a lap time at all either. So ladies and gentlemen, it appeared we had a glitch. I'm not really sure what happened, honestly. Someone left during the formation lap and then rejoined, which caused a glitch where nobody else could leave the grid, and then the race started and everyone, just chaos, everyone's crashing into each other. So we've had to do a restart. I've had to change over microphone as well, that's why there was no commentating over the start of the race, so I do apologise for that, but now we are going to redo the race, have a restart for it. I'm just going to turn down my microphone a bit, as it seemed a bit loud on the commentary. So now we'll just wait for the race to restart. Seems though we've got basically all of the races in here. So I'm sure we'll start anytime now. Here we are then, loading back in to do this 50% race. Just waiting for all the racers to ready up now. Funny that we've got that tip about the race start procedure right as we just had that glitch of the race start. Right then, hopefully all the races are able to load in easily and we're able to get on with this restart and get on with this race. Here we are then, back in Australia. As always, just waiting for the racers to race in. Oh, 5 red lights we go to. And away they go. Jason the Italia jumping the pole sitter. Dylan on the inside, but Jason gets the outside line. Swoops round. cuts them all off, goes into lead. I see a crash in the background there. Carbon flying everywhere. Into turn 3 they go. Jason already building up a very good lead. Dylan into second place here. Both the Renaults have dropped places. Charlie's gained a place. Charlie's dropped places into P4. Fighting for P4 right now. Comfortably in P4. Oh, big crash in the background there. That's between the Mercedes and the Racing Point. The other Mercedes though in the lead, number 13. For 1.4 gap to the next closest racer. Charlie stood in P4, splitting both the Renaults now. Carlos has had an awful start. Was in P4, I think. Already low on ERS. That's what those full course safety car. Now this really livens things up. It's a DNF from Kimmy _ Formula. Now I'm sure that's caused by something at the start of this race. So fastest lap was a 1:34.0. Drivers weaving to get some energy and heat into their tyres. Let's have a look at the position change, telemetry and a lot of other stuff. I'm sure it's not much debris to clear up, so this safety car period hopefully won't last that long. This is exactly what I said Jason would want to do. He'd want to get a good launch off the start, swoop into first place, and just comfortably dominate there for the rest of the race. Wouldn't be the first time that we saw a Mercedes dominate here at Australia or any track, to be honest. Although Jason is in the lead, he will be upset about the fact that his lead has been diminished from a solid 1.5 down to a 0.4. Weird sound glitch we just got there, not sure if you guys heard that, but I did. Have a look then at the order. This is the order of races after the first lap. Very chaotic first lap as always here in the SRL League. Dylan is staying right on the back of Jason, who will not capitalise on this first safety car reset. I say first as this track may have many more today. Carlos pitting. Not quite sure what that was for. May have been for new tyres. That's what it's for. Let's have a look what tyres he's running. So these are the different tyres. Top 10 apart from Real DTM have all opted for the softs. Real DTM and Carlos are on the mediums right now, and Marcy Palami is on the hard, so he'll be expecting to go long into this race. Three out of the 29 laps down so far. Drivers want to get going soon. They'll be starting to get a bit restless with this pace from the safety car. There you go, race control, safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. So what Jason will do now is he'll want to let the safety car get ahead a bit so he can control the pack. Weaving left, right, left, right, left, right. Getting as much energy as he can and as much heat as he can into those tyres for a good restart. Also, to try and confuse Dylan here, who's sticking right on the back of him. He is not letting him get any spare space to run away with this win. It may only be lap 3, but we know how important it is around this track to get into first place due to the inability to overtake in many sections. Dylan here, waiting. And he's gone. Jason has gone. Has he caught him napping? Oh, he's caught him a little bit. Yellow flag in sector 1, 2 and 3 already. Not sure if that's just a glitch. Yes, it is a glitch. Green flags. Real DTM dropping quite a few places. Don Cookie Man getting up quite a few places. Evan Barrand moving up a place. But up near the front here, it's still pretty stable. I think nothing has changed in the top 6, if I'm correct. These top 2 basically glued together. Look at the gaps between them. Donkey Command just retired from the session. Only in lap 4 here, there's a long way to go. Charlie here heavily abusing that ERS. On the restart here, I want to be careful he doesn't run out on too much, see, as I just said. Bit of a gap starting to form here between the McLaren man and the Renaults. 3-second time penalty for Charlie, multiple warnings. And I'm not sure what time penalty that is, but time penalty for Verstappen as well. The only Alfa Romeo out on track right now. Oh, Dylan. Very bad entry and exit, catching the grass a bit. That's going to damage his tyres quite a bit and give some time to Aaron Bar as he loses time to Dylan. To Jason, sorry. Jason is setting a 125.5. He'll be feeling quite comfortable right now, despite the pressure that Dylan is putting on him. Charlie had a bit of a squabble with El Vega there, fighting over position. In the long run though, oh, El Vega losing, fighting with Jacob. Look at these two going at it. I may have said there's not many overtaking opportunities, but these two here are showing us what can be done around this circuit. Catching the grass a bit. El Vega, very good defending from Jacob back a couple corners ago. The Haas driver trying to get past him, but then El Vega, oh, he's gone wide. The Haas driver saw a bit of an opportunity there, but wasn't sure if he could stick it and stay with it, so he hung back a bit. This will be music to Charlie's ears as he's got a 3-second time penalty, and all this fighting is pulling El Vega away from him. 3-second time penalty, not that much of one, but he'll want to lengthen the gap between the Renault behind him so that that 3-second time penalty doesn't actually harm his race result. DRS now enabled on this lap. This will really help El Vega, who seems as though he may end up going for a dive down the inside. Looking on the outside, Charlie defending, not letting him go. Covering the inside, covering the outside. Just cuts him off completely, not letting him have a look in. Virtual safety car. See why I said it wouldn't be just a single safety car restart. So here it is then, we've had 2 laps and a single lap, then we had safety car, now we had 2 laps and now we've got another virtual safety car. This is good news for Jason because it means he has to do even less defending to Dylan, which means he loses less time, which means there is less safety car, means that there is less chance. Oh, the virtual safety car has ended. Green flags across the whole circuit. Real DTM and Jason the Real DTM and Josh Stappen here, quite close. That's what the virtual safety car was for then. Josh Stappen's front wing coming off. Let's have a look at the gap between... Let's have a look at the interval, the gap between the two drivers. So Charlie will really want to extend that gap between him and Jacob. He lost a place to El Vega. I'm sorry I missed that. Must have been caught out on the virtual safety car restart. So here we are then, lap 7. Jason and Tyler still leading. Dylan right on his tail, not giving him an inch. Followed by Arambai, followed by El Vega. Arambai having a much better time out this race. Some of you maybe remember the amount of spins he had last race. Not one I've seen so far, maybe in qualifying. I'm not sure though. Oh, heavily cut in that corner. He'll want to be careful. If he carries that on, he will end up with a penalty, just like Charlie and Josh Stappen. Josh Stappen pitting for a new front wing, so that means he's going on to the hard as well. The two Haas drivers fighting here. Evans got past him. Jacob with racing time penalty, multiple warnings. Evan Barron now onto his friend. Charlie would lose the championship and we all seemed to count him out. Then right at the end he pulled out an incredible drive and managed to take it. Oh, very late on the brakes there, but perfectly keeps it under control. No lock up, no nothing. The grid's starting to move out and spread out a bit now between each other. This is when races will usually settle in to a rhythm. Only 11 people on track right now, meaning that only one person will not score a point today. That's all it is about this race, those precious points that count towards the championship. Little and multiple warnings probably for corner cutting. Very hard to know the limit on some of these corners here in Melbourne, especially those S's, where we saw real Multipalami is retired from the session. Safety car again. 2 laps safety car, 2 laps safety car. That's what it seems like it is this race. Evan just missed out there. Got a time penalty. A lot of people pitting now, taking advantage of this safety car. That's Charlie pitting, Evan pitting, and the championship leader right now, ex-Carlos, he's pitting as well. Place your bets, folks. How many more safety cars are we going to have today? Any ideas? I think at least another 1 or 2. The leader here, Jason, as well as Dylan, Aram by the top. The whole top 4 have just pitted in. Jason there held for a little bit. He won't be happy about that. Has he jumped him? Jason is still in the lead. Aram by though has overtaken Dylan in the pits. Dylan drops to P3. So many people have opted for the hards, meaning that they will not have to stop again. Marty Palami left the session. Brilliant. Safety car for another lap still. So Jason's still in the lead from lap 1. This man will be very happy with it. I've just checked the stream and it looks as if there's no actual footage. I do apologise for that. I'm not really sure what I can do about that. I'm trying to change a few settings, but I think it's my Wi-Fi. I'm sorry. You'll just have to listen to my voice instead. Then I'm really sorry about that. Safety car for another lap. On to lap 12 now. Drivers trying to get whatever heat they can into these tyres. Now only 10 people left in the race today. So that means that literally everybody racing right now will score a point. So your top 10, your whole group of people racing right now is Jason Italia in first, followed by Aram by Dylan, Evan, El Varga, Charlie in 6th, the championship leader ex Carlos in 7th, Real DTM in 8th, Jacob in 9th, and Josh Stappen in 10th. Only 4 people with penalties as of right now. That is Evan Barrand, Charlie, Jacob, and Josh Stappen. "12 laps out of the 29 completed." Safety car in this lap, that is a good thing. See if we can last another 2 laps before we have a safety car, or if we can last longer this time. I hadn't even finished saying about how many more safety cars we might have before we had a safety car. Yes, I know we're not able to see anything. It's the Wi-Fi. I'm not really sure what's going on with it. I'm sorry. I've changed as many settings as I can to try and sort it out. I'm not sure what I can do more apart from stop streaming and restream. Yeah, I do apologise about that. I'm sorry. And green flags. Dylan looking for an opportunity to get past Aram by Evan fighting. Charlie dropping positions. Down to P7 now. El Varga, ex Carlos, moves up positions. Real DTM loses the position to Jacob. Evan Barrand up to P4. Running on board now with Jason Italia, race leader. Josh Stappen, a 3-second time penalty again. Yellow flag, sector 2. That's caused by Jacob, who's spun. Has he been spun or has he got damage? Let's see. No, he's just spun. Not sure if that's because of him or because of someone else who didn't catch it. Dylan here right on the tail of Al Rambai. He may have dropped a position to him, but he's not going to let him get away with it. Dylan here on the faster tyre. Oh, clipped the gravel a little there. Jason Yatala really quite honestly running away with this race at the moment. Evan Barron in a solid P4, he'll be happy with that but wanting to improve it. Sadly though, he does have a time penalty. Let's take a look at what time penalties people have right now. So Evan has a 3-second, Charlie and Josh Stappen have a 6, and then finally Jacob has a 3-second time penalty as well. Charlie will want to improve on his position. He has dropped from P4. Neil the baby, Dylan, getting another 3-second time penalty. Not much going on right now. Reaching the middle point in the race is quite the moment when a lot of people were just getting, well not getting, but stuck in that rhythm of the race, trying to find anything to get past other people, see if they can improve anything, not wanting to go too hard on the tyres, then wanting to push. Most of the field right now separated by under a 1.5 second gap apart from Jacob in the Haas. DRS has been enabled, that will help with the overtaking this lap and for the rest of the laps. Lap 15 of 29 right now. Yeah, quite like I was saying, in the middle section of the race right now, not much going on, just a lot of people bedding into that race rhythm, getting ready to see if they can do anything if the next round of pit stops happen, which probably won't honestly, because usually it would be a 2-stop on the soft, medium, soft, or the soft, soft, medium, that sort of strategy, or the single stop with the hards and the softs. But due to all the safety cars, the what am I on about? The tyre wear has been much lower than usual. Meaning that those on the mediums will not have to worry about pitching again. The only person who probably will have to, unless you get a lot more safety cars, is Real DTM in the opposite Mercedes. Second to last place, whereas his teammate is in first. 5-year-old softs. Let's see, getting very close here to Josh Stappen. Charlie, can he go for a single, maybe even a double overtake? Charlie not getting DRS anyone. It's going 3 wide. Whoa! Josh Stappen there getting right up in the back of Charlie. Not Charlie's fault at all. He's taking the racing line. Couldn't have gone any further over to the left to avoid that crash there. Undoubtedly Josh Stappen will not be happy with that though. No damage to his car though, not that I can see from the off-board cameras. Oh, let's go check on Real DTM, still right at the back of Charlie. Having a lovely little race, these two switches to the inside, goes late on the brakes. Oh, he goes just too deep and Charlie still keeps that position. These soft tyres are working an absolute treat for the Mercedes man. But anybody who knows Charlie knows that he doesn't just give up positions. This man is incredible at defending. One of the smoothest races I know. Let's have a look at the field. These three here, P6, 5 and 4, quite close to each other. Just up ahead. Jason looking as if he's trying to break the slipstream. Real DTM getting close up behind Charlie again. Goes to the outside. Can he make it stick this time? They're fighting this side by side. Charlie just manages to keep the position. Not sure if that's a bit of damage for Real DTM, but Charlie is really not letting this. Evan Barron's just go through an El Vega. Oh, big snap of oversteer there for the Renault man. It's absolutely wonderful racing from this Mercedes and this McLaren man here. Aaron By just handed a freezing time penalty. Real DTM right up the rear, switches to the inside. Can Charlie hold it? Oh, he's just caught him. Honestly, I think that was just a racing incident there. There was no way that Charlie could have avoided that, or even Real DTM could have done anything, I think. Real DTM was entitled to the racing line, the inside line, but then that switches to the outside line, so he's not entitled to the racing line either. It's a bit of a weird and hard situation to decipher who was at fault there, but the FIA, the online FIA, seemed to not believe that anybody was worth giving a time penalty out for collisions there. Lap 18 right now. The lead is in the late stages of Sector 1, early stages of Sector 2. But that was honestly some brilliant racing we saw for a lap or two from Charlie and the Mercedes man of Real DTM. Charlie just conceded a place to Jacob, the Haas driver. Charlie's still quite low on ERS. Many drivers quite low on ERS though as well, so there's not really much to worry about for him. That is one thing that you really have to consider in these cars nowadays. How much ERS you use. Do you go really aggressive with it, using it to help you get better speed on the straights and the corners, overtaking, defending, or do you conserve it and use it at the end? Lap 19 now. Jason Italia swooping to the right on the straight and then swooping back over to the left to try and break the slipstream so that Aaron By and Dylan don't get any time gained. Charlie, 5-second time penalty, caught speeding in the pit lane. Pitting for new front wing because obviously probably damage. Not really sure from what, not from the crash that we saw, but from something else. Real DTM as well, pitting for a new front wing. Weird animation there. Closest two on track right now are Aaron By and Dylan, the other McLaren. Charlie and Real DTM going straight onto the soft tyres. Obviously that will be the strategy they choose. Not many people without time penalty right now, only 2. Sorry, I take that back, 3. Still black screen on the stream. I'm really sorry for this, honestly. I don't know how or what has happened. You guys are just going to have to take my word for what's happening. I don't know what I can do about this. I don't want to stop the stream and then restart it because that could cause all types of problems and I could miss an important moment like this one actually. Aaron By is getting quite close to Jason. You're going to go for the overtake. This will be the first time that Jason's not been in the lead. Aaron By very aggressive with that attempt to overtake there. Pushing him wide a bit on his barge boards. This is allowed. Dylan to get a bit close to him though. Oh, not quite able to make it. These front three showing incredible skill up here right now. Carlos getting a bit close to Evan as well. Yellow flag sector 1. It's a Mercedes. Oh, it's Real DTM again. This man was having a good race up until now. Up until a while ago actually, I tell a lie. Dylan here. Dylan here is he is not letting his third position stick where it is. He wants to try and improve it as much as possible, but he is unable to. As I said, it's very hard to overtake here at this track. You'll get a lovely run from the main straight and then into turn 3, but after that you're not able to do much of that speed you get, and then you're stuck in this sort of train which is hard to follow in. So you lose speed, then it just happens all over again. Charlie taking the fastest lap at 1:24.9. Charlie right now having a lovely bit of open air. Sort of in no man's land. It looks like, actually, let me change and quickly flip. Carlos. 3-second time penalty for him. I take that back, sorry. He just looks as if these two might go for an overtake on each other almost. No, not quite close enough there. Yeah, so like I was saying about Charlie there. Sort of in a no man's land here. Able to get fastest lap after fastest lap, but then not close enough to overtake anybody. He's on his own in sector 2, whereas the next closest person is just in sector 3 right now. Real DTM on the pits, let me guess, going out from, yep, more damage. Not much going on right now, so like I said, I apologise for the black screen. I can't do anything about it. I don't know, you know, I've checked my Wi-Fi, I've checked the settings for the stream. Let me check. It looks like my suggestion. Dan Gory says hello. Yes, hello. We also black screen. We're not able to fix that, honestly, I'm sorry. I don't know. I've checked the settings for the Wi-Fi. I've checked the settings for the video quality, and I've checked basically all of them. Not sure what's causing it. 3-second time penalty for Evan Barron right now as well. Still only 3 people who don't have a time penalty. That's Jason D'Italia, Jason D'Italia, El Vega, and Real DTM. Seeing as you're not able to see the Jason D'Italia going to the right and then going back onto the left to stop anybody from getting a toe on him. 1:24.9 set by El Vega. A little kick of oversteer there for Jason. 3-second time penalty again for Charlie. On to lap 23 of 29 right now. Just Stappen in the pits right now. Might be going to see if he can get fastest lap. May have got a bit of damage, I'm not quite sure. Let's have a look. Did he get his front wing replaced? No, he doesn't. Just pitting onto new soft tyres. Probably going for fastest lap. Charlie just overtakes him. Finally, Charlie's made an overtake after the crashes from before. He's now up into P8. Chasing after Jacob. Then Evan. These two people in P6 and P7. They did come 1-2 last race, but this time they're a lot further down. Aaron by getting very close. Overtaking. He's going for an overtake on Jason, but Jason is not letting him have it. Aaron By's just spun. Oh, and he's all the way down into P5, probably P6 in a second. 3-second time penalty with Jacob. Aaron By has been trying all race to get past Jason, but Jason is not having any of it. Virtual safety car. Lap 23 of 29, the safety car will probably last a lap or two. 24, lap 24 actually now. So lap 26, 25, I'm predicting. Maybe even halfway through lap 24. Evan Barron losing out on a position to Jacob. Because he's pitting. Same as Aaron By. Charlie picks up the pace. He may just be able to. No, he's not able to. I was going to say, Jacob drive-through penalty, speeding on the VSC. That'll demote Jacob a lot of places, the Haas driver. Green flags across the whole circuit, we're back racing again. El Vega, who is in P2 in the championship right now, very close to Dylan, not wanting to make the same mistake that his teammate did one lap ago on this circuit, part of the circuit. Because the black screen, I'll go through the order right now for the race. So we've got Jason Italia in first, Dylan in second, El Vega 11 in third, X Carlos in fourth, Jacob in fifth, Evan Barrett, the race winner last time out, in P6, Aaron By in seventh, Charlie in eighth, Josh Stappen in ninth, in 10th we have Real DTM, and El Vega going up the inside, he's just overtaken Dylan. Is Dylan going to let it happen? Oh, he just doesn't have the traction to fight back with it. El Vega's hard tyres on lap 14 and Dylan's mediums on lap 14 as well means that El Vega will start to get that little extra performance out of his hard tyres because they last longer than the mediums. Charlie getting past Aaron By looks as if he's in the pits. Real DTM just getting lapped. Let's see, can El Vega get any closer to Jason here? Doesn't seem like he can do much, if I'm honest. I'm really sorry the screen is still black. It looks as if El Vega's still gonna make it. No, not gonna make it past Jason. I honestly, at this point in the race, I can't do anything to fix it. I'm sorry about that. El Vega going around, trying around the outside. Can he get the switch back with Jason? No, he can't. Jason blocking him perfectly. This is what true experience gives you. The ability to know where you're defending against the other racer and where they are in comparison to you. Despite a few hiccups and a few overtaking opportunities for other drivers, Jason has really been very dominant. You wouldn't have seen that, but it almost looks as if there was a couple spots of rain here. I'm lap 26 of 29 here. Right near the end now. Doesn't really seem like there's much possibility of anything major happening, but then we said that about the finale of season 1, and then we had that massive safety car crash at the restart. Gonna drop down to Charlie here, looking as if we're getting a bit close to Josh Stappen. El Vega getting a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting, multiple warnings of it. Getting a lovely toe, using ERS, trying to go around the outside of Jason again on this side of the track, but Jason blocks him again. It's deja vu, we're getting the exact same moves and the exact same corners. El Vega's going to have to try and pull something different. Try and surprise Jason, or just laying wait here. Lap 27 now. Halfway through it though, El Vega trying to find a way past. Can do it on the outside, get the switch back. No, he can't. Just doesn't look that confident on the brakes, if I'm honest. Meanwhile, Jason is steadily controlling this race. And Dylan is just sitting here watching El Vega trying to find a way past Jason. May even hope that if Jason leaves the door open at a corner and Elvegar gets through, then Dylan can sneak through as well and manage to get up to P2, which would be an absolute delight for him. He was currently in P3 in not only the race but in the championship as well. Lap 28, the penultimate lap now. 3-second time penalty for Josh Stappen. Only people not to get a penalty are the two Mercedes drivers. Quite a coincidence there. Jason Italia only needs to hold off Elvegar for 1.5 more laps. Elvegar got quite a bit of ERS here. They're both running the same tyres. Elvegar's got way more ERS, so if only these two could see each other's statistics. But Jason is placing his car perfectly in every single corner, every single exit, every single entry, every single straight. He knows exactly where to put his car. Elvegar's trying to see if he can go down the inside into the chicane. Not possible though. Jason Italia looks like he might be struggling a bit on the tyres. Only 1 lap left though. Yes, he's definitely starting to struggle on those tyres a little. 17 lap olds, hards. Same as Elvegar. Both getting little hits of oversteer on the exit of the corners. Big kick of oversteer there from Elvegar. Jason Italia trying his hardest to break the toe. Onto the final lap now. Elvegar with a 0.2 gap to Jason, down to 0.1. Switches to the outside. Late on the brakes. Can't get the switch back. Gets the inside for the next corner though. Oh, but Jason just cuts him off and swoops around the outside again. These two going wheel to wheel. It's the final lap. Any risk is worth taking. But now into sector 2. This is the sector where the cars struggle the most probably. Or the dirty air, followed by sector 3, which is just near impossible. Where it's basically impossible to overtake in because of how tight it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks as if Jason is going to win this because there's just honestly no chance or no place where Elvegar could overtake him. In the middle of sector 3 now, the final sector of the track. Jason Italia has an absolutely dominant drive today. I said he would want to get into first place in the first turn and just stay there. He had a couple flaws, but he's weaving left to right on the main straight and he comes out in first position. Your podium, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Italia, Elvegar and Dylan, followed by Carlos. Final overtake from Josh Stappen, trying to get past Evan but not possible. Evan comes home in P5, Josh Stappen in P6. I'm not going to say any more because he's still waiting for them to cross the line. Real DTM P10, Josh Stappen P6, Josh Stappen P7, Jacob P6, sorry. Charlie crosses the line in P8. Driver of the day goes to Carlos. Up into P4 he finished. Well, actually I need to check and wait for all these time penalties to be awarded and see where people come. But here's your podium. Mercedes, Renault, McLaren. Jason Italia followed by Elvegar and then a Britain and McLaren on a podium. Jason comes home in P3. So here's your race finishers. We've got Jason Italia in first, Elvegar in second, Dylan P3, Carlos Championship leader in P4. P5 goes to Evan Barron, Jacob P6, Josh Stappen P7, Charlie P8, Aaron Bayern P9, Real DTM P10, 1 lap behind. And then your non-finishers are Marty Palami, Dan Cookieman and Kimi Formula. Well, it's been an incredible race today. I want to just thank you for watching. I do apologise for the issues, but we'll see you next time out. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.